What is going on, guys? Welcome to the first episode of Sippin with Seven. So, usually when I get a new board or a new setup, I always get the same questions in my DMs. What shapes I'm riding, what mold I'm riding, what sizes, things like that, or what I prefer anyways. So I'm gonna get into that and go over that today with you guys, as well as a package. Won't be an unboxing, I've already unboxed it, but a package I did get from Anxiety Offline, and told him I would share some of his products. So let's jump into that. Sorry for being outside. I live in the Central Valley of California. It's hot as hell today. I don't want to be in the garage running fans. That's obnoxious. And there's kids all in the house. Anyways, let's jump into these boards. So I ride Blcny decks. I'm a part of the Blcny team. I'm not technically a writer. I do work for the art department, but I do get hooked up with Blcny boards. It's a company that I choose to support, and they support me back. Awesome brand. Thank you, Dan, for everything you do. So the boards that I do ride are pop box shape. They're boxy nosed, popsicle style tails. And I ride them in the Penthouse mold, which is medium kicks, medium concave. I know they're labeled medium high kicks, I believe, but honestly, they're pretty medium. They're not too crazy as far as feeling or being too far off the ground. They do perform like high kicks, I would say, but you get that feeling with medium kicks. The reason I ride the pop box shape also, if I'm not mistaken, it has the longest wheelbase. So I do enjoy that, coming from other boards with longer wheelbases prior. As well as I ride BRTs now, so it does kick it back a little bit, makes it feel more comfortable. Now, a common question I get every time I post one of my setups is whether I prefer 5-ply or 7-ply, and it's 7-ply. I personally like a little bit of a heavier deck. The Blcny 7-plies don't add too much weight, and they're honestly not too thick. Like, this is a 7-ply compared to a 5-ply, but there is a substantial difference that you'll notice. It feels stronger, it's snappier, the pop lasts longer. I really like them. Ever since I've gotten one, this is predominantly what I ride. I do have some 5-ply still set up, but usually I like to stick to one board, which will bring me into size, because this was my main. This was a custom order. I threw in a graphic that's not supposed to be on the bottom, requested custom plies, which you guys can get on the Blcny website for $10, I believe. And this was a 34. This was my main. I still actually really like this board. Obviously, I'm not going to get rid of it. It's still in the arsenal, but they just recently dropped 33s. And I've been kind of wanting to try one. I've tried some 32s. It wasn't my cup of tea. It was too small, felt too squirrely. I didn't like it, but I was like, hey, I'll try something in between and see how it is. If I don't like it, you know, I'll hook up one of the homies or something. And I've been stuck on this board. Don't want to say it, but I'm gonna say it. I think 33 is my size now. Pretty much what I'm going to ride. I'll keep the 34 and use it, but these 33s give me the response of what I wanted from a 32 and the stability of what I like from a 34. So that's pretty much what I ride. Both my setups both have VRTs on them, like I said. At 34s on the 34, I ride 32s on the 33. Abstract wheels, street shape, or the new street on both of them, so they're both pretty much the same level there. There's something about these ones on this board. This was my first set of abstracts. There's something just a little bit heavier about these wheels than any other wheel I have, even if I buy the same wheels over and over. So these tend to go on to whatever my main board is. I prefer a heavier board. I don't know why. There's something in my head that makes me feel like it's more stable and it flips faster and whatever. Level up bushings on both. been trying to find a bushing that I really like. These are pretty good. I do like the response. They do feel sturdy and reliable. I wish they were a tidbit softer. I don't like too soft, but I do like a looser truck that feels stable. So if you guys have any suggestions on something like that, drop a comment, because I would love to try some new stuff out. And then up top, simulation tape on both of them, which is made by Blcny. I'm not gonna sit here and be a fanboy or act like I only ride Blcny stuff, but I've tried a lot of tape, and buy simulation tape. Seriously, at least try it. You can get that off the Blcny website as well, reasonably priced. And dude, I hate breaking in tape. I do. It sucks, especially when you just want to ride but you can't because your board's slipping all over the place. You're trying to break stuff in. You can set this up and be broken in 10 minutes, if that, in my opinion. Try it out. Now, the penthouse mold wasn't the first mold that I rode. I actually have my first ever Blcny right here. And this is a room service mold. The wheelbase is a little bit shorter. The kicks are a little more mellow, but there is a decent amount of concave, especially in the pocket on the nose and tail. I just feel like I have to try a little harder when I use room service molds than I do with the penthouse. And I mean, the way that I ride, I do a lot of flip-in tricks. I do a lot of rail skating, ledge skating, things like that. So the penthouse tends to work better for me. But if you want to get technical on stuff, if you like a mellower board, really, if you want that mellow feeling but you want technical control, I would suggest at least try a room service. This is great. This is what I learned a lot of stuff on. And then the penthouse just enhanced it. This is the only one I have that's a Mez 9, and this one's really mellow. Obviously, I'm not doing a lot on this board. This is just fun to mess around with, but if you're into mellower boards, like, this is a pretty good feeling mellow concave. So definitely hit the site, go check out what's available, because there's a ton of more shapes and, you know, different molds that I don't have or don't ride that might suit you guys better than what I like. But this is what works for me. So for those of you guys asking what I like, what I prefer, and what I ride, 7-ply, pop box, penthouse. Whatever size you guys like, go for it. They're all great, and I've tried everything from 32 to 34. If you're into 29s, go get them. If you're into 36s, go get them. Whatever it is, they got you guys. And also, we just dropped these sick new sticker sheets, which are super tight, and I'm super stoked because you got the Gangstar rip graphic that I did and the blind rip graphic that I did. And yeah, I know everybody's done the blind rip, but it's cool nonetheless. The Gangstar one I'm super stoked on. There's actually my first drop of graphic on Blcny boards is up now with that Gangstar logo. Go check it out, go grab one. And if you're watching this, use my code 715, it's SEVEN15, get you 15% off. If you do grab one, when you get it, you tag me and Blcny in it, because I'd love to see you guys check one out. All right, now, anxiety offline. Let's start with some small goodies. So, did hook it up with a bunch of wax, some stickers, a couple of which I've used. You'll see one on something else, and I also used one on this board because I love this 411 rip. Super sick, dude. Always wanted one of those, got one, pretty hyped. But wax is always good to have, so that was cool. some little pivot cup tuning, which actually I need to fix a set of dynamics that came with some ripped pivot cups. Don't put any hate on dynamic because I've had 10 sets and I had one that had a ripped pivot cup when I got it. So quality control is pretty good. Stuff happens. It is what it is. Get it replaced. No big deal. Let's see. We'll start with what I got first, what I ordered. So I saw these up ledges. I'm a ledge guy. Had to snag one. You got the round coping on one side, brick on the other. It's concrete all over. Anxiety offline tags. Can't be mad. Of course, myself, I had to customize one. So here we go. But this thing is pretty fun. Really my only gripe is that it's kind of small in size. I kind of prefer bigger obstacles, but I also like to have stuff that I can throw at my computer desk or stuff I can throw in a bag on a trip, take with me to work on my lunch breaks, whatever. So it's nice to have something concrete that is pretty skatable and versatile, but that you could take around with you. So that's pretty rad. He did tell me he was gonna throw in some extras. I have no idea what it was gonna be. First thing he got was this little block, which this thing is smooth. I actually found that this sits perfectly on top of my decent bit quarter pipe, like perfect size. So this is a cool little extension piece. I've noticed with the foam on the bottom, not the best on top of that quarter pipe. You probably want to use some like little sticky boogers or whatever, but as far as on anything else, it's good. Another fun little pocket piece you could throw in there, and hey, he threw it in for free, so I can't complain. Appreciate you. Thank you, Anxiety. This last one is pretty cool. Now it's one of those Target balls, but it's a Dragon Ball. I'm not an anime guy personally. I don't watch anime or anything, but I am a child of that era, and I definitely know what this is. So it's pretty cool. You know, other than having the red balls or whatever, like this is pretty rad, and I'm pretty stoked he threw it in for free. So this is a good one to throw in the park, do tricks over. I'm definitely not real aware, so I'm not doing, you know, kickflip nose bonks or anything, but I'm working on it. And yeah, that was what we got from Anxiety. And honestly, I spent 15 bucks on this ledge plus shipping and got hooked up with all this stuff. So in my opinion, that's it's pretty good. And I do appreciate you, Anxiety Offline. Go follow him on YouTube, subscribe, and then hit him up on Instagram, man. Shoot him a follow. Super good dude, always supporting everybody, always about the culture. Like, really do appreciate it, man. Thank you. So that about wraps it up for this episode of Sippin' with Seven. It's getting hot out here, man. I gotta go inside. I can't do it. It's 90 plus out here right now, and it's only just the beginning for these summers. Hey, thank you guys for checking this video out. There's gonna be more stuff coming. Definitely gonna be doing some unboxings. I feel like there's not enough content right now on YouTube with fingerboard companies, products, everything really being reviewed. You know, we have the ones that continuously do get reviewed, and I'm not going to hate on that because there's a reason why they're popular. But I think a lot of the smaller brands and some of these products that are coming out really aren't getting the shine that they need to. Everything's Instagram shorts right now, and that's cool, but for somebody like myself, before I go spend my money on something, I kind of want to see a review. I kind of want to, you know, see how other people feel about it, or at least hear their perception of it. So I'm gonna try to do my best to get some stuff in, do some reviews on it, at least give you guys some kind of content before you go out and blow your money on it, and give you my honest opinions. Now, I will pick up some stuff that's obviously not Blcny or simulation tape to try them out. Of course, that's what I support. That's what supports me. That's what I'm always gonna ride. But I am willing to get some stuff and invest some money just to do some reviews for you guys, check some things out, and let you guys know how they go. Right, any questions or anything you guys want to see, drop it in the comments. We'll be back soon. It's 7. We out.